to the Smoke Podcast. I'm your boy Ben Myers, BJ. And we have man Chuck.
How's everybody?
And then we have Bacon. So we want to welcome y'all, man, to our first episode of The Smoke. The topic today is going to be youth sports in Plainview, Texas. In particular football. We're going to be talking about football today. But we can venture off if we need to. But before we get it popping, we're going to let y'all know what we're smoking. I'm smoking a Punch Golden Era.
Okay, and I've got a Mancudo Mint and Cocoa. Goes very well with coffee.
And I got it's an Aganorsa from 2021 from, I can't think of the shop now, but it's at a in-store deal only.
All right.
Goes great with scotch.
And I'm trying to get lit up right now, so I'm behind. But so anyway, we're talking about youth sports in Plainview, Texas, where in particular football. Why this topic? I have a vested interest in this from number one as a parent of a youth football player, but as well, I'm also a coach within an organization, which is Plainview Elite. I'm a coach as well, so I get to coach my son as well. So, and I honestly see a lot of stuff, and I hear about a lot of stuff. I see people taking shots on social media. I hear people talking. I hear the murmurings. I hear the sneak dissing. I see all of that, as I'm sure everybody else does. Especially if you're in the youth sports arena. So we got a couple of talking points that we want to go over. And the first one is going to be, is it really all about the kids? Because we hear people, we could go to, Plainview Elite says it, the Outlaw says it, the Tiger League organization says it. I see all of the organizations who we play against, they say it. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. Let's challenge that thought process. Let's challenge that. Is it all talk, or is it really about the kids? So, what y'all think? Anything?
I can say, looking back, it's back when we came up, all we had was Tiger League. And I was a kid back then, and it seemed like it was more about the kids. We just played every Saturday morning, had our Super Bowl at the end, but it wasn't as complicated as it seems now.
Yeah, and I think maybe 90% of it, or parents, I don't think it's about the kids. I think it's about them looking good, being able to put stuff on social media, being able to, talk about how their kids scored, 2 touchdowns. I think that's where we've gone, and like Cody said, back in the day, I think we had coaches that brought value to the kids. They taught us how to play the game. Now what I see is they're teaching them how to basically win for that day and not thinking long term or down the road. And I just think I think with social media, everything's gotten kind of out of whack, and I think that's part of the reason why it's turned to not necessarily just all about the kids.
Okay. I would like to think that it's all about the kids. I really would.
I think everybody has the best intentions, honestly. But
yeah,
in that, you sometimes get, the parents get pulled into that ego thing with another coach or whatever.
Exactly. There's a reason why I wanted this to be our first talking point, because, like I said, I like to think that it really is all about the kids, but there's this part of me that knows it's not. And now you can take this how you want to take it. But if it's really all about the kids, if it's really just about the kids, we got a couple of questions. If it's really all about the kids, just about the kids, then why have multiple organizations for such a small town? We have multiple organizations for 3rd and 4th grade level football, in 5th and 6th grade level football, in 1st and 2nd grade level football. Now, I can understand the flag because we have YMCA flag and then we have more competitive flag. Some parents is ready to start being more competitive with their children as athletes. I get that, I understand that. But what I don't understand is the multiple organizations in a town as small as this. Why is that?
I think it goes back to everybody wants to see their kids shine. So they want to be the coach, or they want to be in charge to put them in the best position possible, which I don't blame them. I mean, I have 2 kids. I don't blame them. But if it's really just about the kids and it's about Plainview being successful, you've got to pull them all together and worry about each individual, or work on each individual player, not just your kid. Because if you go to any game, who are they focused on? If you see a coach out there, they're focused on their kid. You know, I've seen flag football games that BJ was talking about where they're standing by their kid. There's a play and they push the kid to go make the play. So I just think if Plainview would be more successful if, to BJ's point, we had one organization and we all worked together to make that organization, you know, better each year, and not focus on, okay, well, this organization A is better than B, and we want B to be better than C. I think it should be one organization under Plainview, and work it from there. That's how we're going to get better, and that's how we're going to be more successful as the kids get older.
Yeah. Back to Cody's point, or Baker's point earlier, when he was talking about, you know, I mean, we come, you know, we old school, and we didn't start playing football. We didn't start playing tackle football until the 6th grade, and we played Tiger League. We played Tiger League football, and there was what, 4 teams?
Yeah.
Yep.
There was 4 teams, and then we
The
were
Raiders,
all split
the
up.
Cowboys, the Browns, and the Broncos.
Yep, the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Browns, and the Broncos.
And why the Browns out of all the teams in the NFL? Sorry.
Somebody that's running it.
And we were all split up, all of us in the 6th grade, and we all played each other. But we were all in Tiger League. And then from that, we went to 7th grade, and we all started playing together. Except we played, you know, you had red team, red and blue. And then so on and so forth until we got to high school. So I can't understand the multiple organizations at such a young age group and all of these kids. And we're supposedly preparing these boys, these kids, for junior high to high school. I know with our organization and with most of the organizations, you play 1st and 2nd. Well, you can start at flag, and then you move up to 1st and 2nd, then you move up to 3rd and 4th, then 5th and 6th, and then after that, you start junior high ball. Why the multiple organizations? And now, mind you, anyone that would like to chime in on this, once you see this video and you watch the podcast, whatever, please do inbox either one of us. We can set it up and you can come sit down and chop it up. We can, off camera or on camera. I'm really trying to find out what the deal is. So that's one. If it's about the kids, why so many organizations? If it's really about the kids, because I think this answers the question. Why so many organizations? Adult issues. Adult issues shouldn't be kids' problems. And that's just, that's just bottom line. And I see it. I see it. You can try to act like it's not. You can, come on, man. It's there. One of the reasons why there's multiple organizations is because of adults. If then from that, it becomes kids' problems. Why is it kids' problems, BJ? Well, it's kids' problems because we're breaking up the group. We're breaking up the camaraderie that they had with each other. Which we will see how later on we'll talk about that. So, adult issues that adults have with one another should not be a problem for the kids. Anybody want to speak on that?
I mean, I agree with what you said. Adult problems shouldn't be adult issues shouldn't be kid problems. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and I think it stems back to what we're talking about is, everybody wants their kid to shine and be the at the top of the heap. And when that doesn't happen, sometimes it creates problems between parents. But I want to make one thing clear before we go any further. I'm not saying this is every parent.
Right.
It's dangerous to paint everybody with the same brush, but you've got a good handful of parents that do these things that BJ's talking about and that we're talking about today.
Yeah. That's a great point. This is not a condemnation of the whole. This is not condemning the whole town. So please understand that. But I believe I'm one that believe that hard conversations should be had.
No, we're not condemning anybody. We're just trying to start a conversation.
Exactly. We want to have hard conversations, man. We just want to talk about things that we see in our town or wherever. This podcast in particular, this episode in particular is youth sports in Plainview. So that's what we're talking about today. So we got multiple organizations. If it's really about kids, we're talking about, okay, if it's really about the kids, then why multiple organizations? Now I done made this real slanderous statement that adult issues shouldn't be kids' problems. Where you come off with that, BJ? Well, because I know, again, I'm a coach and a parent, that our group got voted against playing in a particular league. Now, I won't say the league or none of that, but we got voted against playing in a particular league. I think that's a prime example of adult issues being a kid's problem. We trying to find somewhere to play, man. We were playing in Lubbock now, which now we done found our home and we love it. But up until this time, we trying to find somewhere to play. We gonna find out we get voted out of a league. That, again, if it's about the kids, we talking about football, youth sports in Plainview, Texas. The other two organizations get to play in that league though. But our boys don't. Where's the unity in it? Where is that? Where is all about the kids at in that? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. We have to. How do, in a town, two other organizations get to play in the league, but the other organization that from the same town don't get to play in said league? Don't nobody else have a problem with that? That doesn't bother no one else? Parents of within the other organizations, that don't bother you to know that another Plainview organization got voted out, counted out? That don't bother y'all? If it don't bother you and it's really about the kids, then something is wrong. Because that should bother you. Because that is clearly some adult issues becoming kids' problems. Y'all want to say anything on that?
I agree with you. I think if that happens, it's not the kids, it's the adults. It's the adults that are
Yeah, because the kids have no vote in that. They have no say in how the league is run.
Yeah.
It's run by adults.
And the adults are supposed to be there to help the kids, and like I said, bring value to the kids and make them better, whether they play junior high or high school football or not.
Yeah. I say it all the time, man. I was like, man, this youth football. Now, do I like to win? Yeah. Do we like to dominate? Yeah. But that's life, though. I like to win in life. I like to dominate in life too. So I mean, but at the same time, it's just youth football. That's all it is. That's it. So we running it down, right? It's all about the kids. If it's really about the kids, we're asking why the multiple organizations in such a small town. We stating the fact that adult issues shouldn't be children's problems. Now we done address the fact that our organization, Plainview League, our 3rd and 4th, 5th, and 6th grade team that got voted out of playing in the league, that our other 3rd and 4th, 5th, and 6th grade organizations got to play in from Plainview. Okay. And so now, if it's all about the kids, it's really just all about the kids, then this takes us to the next point. Why not show unity in some type of way? Why not show unity in some type of way?
Why? I think it goes back to what we've been talking about, because it's not about the kids. It's about that particular group of kids. I'd say that.
Yeah.
It's about that particular group of kids, but it's not about the kids as a whole and the community as a whole. And Plainview's not a big community. I mean, it's a decent size, but it's hard to have 3 teams and not, have some type of unity with those 3 teams. Because at the end of the day, the ones that do make it on to play in high school, they have to learn to play with each other.
Exactly.
And somewhere along the way, that's going to have to happen, and you want it to happen before they get to high school. Because I come from a different maybe angle, because my kid's gone through high school. He played, and it's in a different sport. We had the same problem: 2 teams, 1 age group, and when they got to high school, it was mainly the parents fighting more than the kids fighting. But it took a little bit to get those kids to play together, and we waited till they were freshmen. You want to start that process before they're freshmen.
Exactly. I agree. Bacon, anything?
I don't have anything to add to that.
To that point, when I say unity, why not unity? Where is the unity? Ways that we could show unity. Okay, we don't have to be on the same team. Okay, fine. But why not play one another? Why don't we play each other? I know the Raiders and the Outlaws played each other, because they were in the same league, so they played each other. But I'm talking about in a community, as a community function. You know what I'm saying? To show community unity, and like maybe even as a small tournament, as a fundraiser, an event, to partner with someone to raise money or whatever. Like I see the little after the fact and all that, after all of the poking is going on all year and all that, then at the end of the year, I see the little comments, hey, good job, boys, whatever. Cross, come on, man. Let's keep it 100. And I can only contend that it's adult issues. Check it out, man. Why do I think we should play together? Man, we play in the Amarillo League, man. Our 3rd and 4th grade team, man, we had 13 kids, man. We had 13 small boys, too. We small in size and in number. We going playing dudes that got 30 people on their team, 25, 22, 28. Man, Canyon look like, man, Canyon squad is huge. I watch the videos, I be prowling, I be looking and seeing, man, I saw how that New Home, another small town, man, those cats had like 30 people on their team. Like 30. It was the same in Lubbock, big old teams. We have a smaller pool to choose from, but yet everybody got their dang on net or their dang on fishing rod in the dang on water, pulling players. Versus us just all getting in the same dang on boat, man, and gathering them all together. I can't understand it. Somebody help me understand it. Maybe it's just too simple to me. Maybe it's just too simple to me. But I digress. I'll move on. But it's you grown folks, man. It's y'all. It's the grown folks. It's the grown folks. And any of y'all that don't like it, holler. Let's talk about it. And prove me wrong. But I know it's the grown folks. I know for a fact it's the grown folks.
Hey, BJ, quick question. So with these three teams, does it happen just like in all the other sports and even in college now, where if you want your son to be the running back, if he's not the running back, they go jump him on another team to be the running back?
Oh yeah, man, that happens. That definitely happens, man. Yeah, man. If a kid can't have the position they want, if they can't, whatever, man. It's like all of that happens, man. All of the politics, all that. And I hate to tell y'all, man, that's not real life, man. That's not real life. I'm already having that talk with my son now. Like, say, man, what you gonna do when you get to high school? Are you gonna be a running back, or you gonna play defense? Now he got a dilemma in his head. See, man, that's just real life stuff, man. You can't just jump ship because you're not having your way. Come on, man. And parents, we need to stop supporting that nonsense as parents. Come on, man. Like I said, adult issue shouldn't be a kid's problem. So let's move on. The fields, man. We all know the issues about the fields in Plainview, Texas, man. And we done rolled on Plainview Independent School District. We done been on their heads. I posted a video a year ago to Plainview Independent School District. I don't know how much has changed. I don't know. I know that the Red Raiders and the Outlaws got to have a nice game locally. I mean, you know, we didn't get to support it because we went Amarillo playing, but I heard about that game. I guess they played the Coronado. No, I'm good. I guess they played the Coronado. I'm not sure, but the fields, man. We lucky, man. We've been blessed as Plainview Elite, man. For the last couple of years, we got to lock down the PCA field. Shout out to PCA. Really appreciate y'all, man, for allowing us to pretty much have a home field to where we can practice at and whatnot, and don't really have to worry about that for our boys and for our cheerleaders as well. We appreciate that. But why can't we all use the PCA field? I know the answer to that. We can go back to what we were talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Adult issues being the kid's problem, man, and all of that. But I don't understand that because it's I don't know how many home games. I don't know how many home games the Outlaws got to play or the Red Raiders got to play. I don't know. I don't know how many home games they played or nothing. But I know this. And when I say we Plainview Elite, we had PCA field unlocked. That was our field. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to play no home games. We didn't play not one home game on the field. We didn't play a game on the field. I think we had a scrimmage. We had a scrimmage on the field. My 56th grade had a scrimmage against the Amarillo teams on the field. But other than that, It was just our practice field. Now, Outlaws, I don't know, and Red Raiders, I don't know how much y'all paid to use the Plainview field, whatever, I don't know. But why not just use the PCA field? Why? But again, that's something to where we gotta figure that out with the adults. The grown folks gotta talk about it. Grown folks, the representatives of these organizations, y'all gotta sit down and talk, right? And figure this out. Because again, man, if it's all about the kids, if it's all about the kids, grown folks got to figure out how to sit down and talk about some stuff. Because again, I don't know how many home games y'all had. I don't know how many times y'all got to play in Plainview. We didn't play in Plainview. We played in Amarillo, and our first and second played in Lubbock. And our flag played in Lubbock. I don't think we ever had a home game there. We had a festival there, we had other things, and we had our football practices there. So somebody could have, if it's unity, if it's all about the kids, somebody could have been having some home games on that field.
Well, I think that's one way to start the process of unity, though, is start sharing that field, or whoever's in charge. I don't know who's in charge of it, whoever's in charge of it. You know, let's be the. I don't want to say the bigger person, but I'm gonna say the bigger person. And
For lack of a better term.
yeah, for lack of a better term, and start that process. That way, everybody can use the field, and you're not playing every game out of town.
Exactly. Look. All I'm saying.
I mean, you could have at least 3 Saturday home games if y'all even played each other.
All I'm saying is this, man. We all do the same stuff, and we all have the same issues and problems as far as just logistics is concerned. But I know, man, it's this big old 3-letter word, man. It's this big old 3-letter word, man. EGO, ego. That folks don't want to, that folks can't let go. Folks can't swallow their pride and be like, know what, man, let's come to the table and let's talk. Let's come to the table and let's talk. You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, man, ain't nowhere, it's like, man, players shouldn't be after the season has started and even you know that folks is on these other people's team, man. You shouldn't be trying to get those kids to come to your team, man. It's all about the kids, though. It's unity. We Plainview strong. We Bulldogs. We this, we that. Yeah, get out of here, man. Cut it out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. This is the smoke, man. So, now let's talk about competition. Let's talk about competition, man. And this is really my last talking point, man. The competition. I got a question. Plainview is a 5A school, right? We 5A.
Right.
Why do we play down at the youth level? Why play down at the youth level?
Well, some of it may be logistics, but you've got Lubbock and Amarillo right there where you can play those teams. But I think it goes back to wanting to look good and wanting to win. You know, Plainview, if you keep playing the 3A, 4A, 2A schools, you're gonna stack some wins, but do those wins that you stack help your program and your kids as they get older?
Man, I couldn't agree more, man. It's almost like our athletes, man, once they get to 7th grade and 8th grade, man, and in high school, man, it's like they're in the culture shock, man. They get in the culture shock because they've been playing softball, man. And that's really how I see it. Now, you know, I don't know a lot about baseball. I don't know a lot about basketball, although I know AAU ball and I know travel ball and all that, man. They go play. They go and they travel and they go look to play competition for real. It seems to me, man, in Plainview, man, we getting this thing to where it's like, man, we want to. And again, man, nothing against these small towns around us, man. Nothing against these small towns. I ain't got nothing against them because they got some talent out there.
Yeah.
New Home is a prime example. But we don't play New Home. Our boys ain't gonna play New Home whenever we get to the 7th grade. 8th grade in high school. We're not gonna play New Home. Our boys gonna play Wichita Falls Rock, who just got knocked out of the playoffs. Our boys gonna play the Palo Duro Dons, who beat us to get into the playoffs. Our boys go play. Who else we play? We played Hereford.
2 of the Abilene teams.
The Abilene boys. We play the Abilene squads. We play a couple of Lubbock squads. Why aren't we playing? Why play down? Let's prepare our boys. If it's really about the kids, if it's really about Bulldog sports, if it's really all of that rah-rah that we're talking, don't talk about it, be about it.
Because that's what those schools are doing.
Yeah,
They're
that's exactly what they do.
4th graders.
That's exactly what they do. I guarantee you, man, if we were unified, our boys would have been playing for no 3rd place in the Amarillo League, our 5th and 6th and 3rd and 4th. If we were unified, if we had more bodies, because they were, the numbers and the size just overwhelmed us, both our teams. I guarantee you, if we were unified, New Home wouldn't be winning no championships in the league that the Outlaws then was in, and the Tiger League YMCA is in. Would nobody be beating us, man? I believe that with all my heart. Hell, we both smashing with just a portion
13 kids
of Plainview.
That's crazy.
You got a few of them, we got a few of them, they got a few of them. Now what happens but yet we still battling. Shout out to the Outlaws and the Red Raiders for making it to the Super Bowl and playing each other. That's good. But I'm gonna keep it above 50. Think y'all should have been down there in Amarillo with us, helping us put it on Canyon now. Cause they got some dogs up there. That's what I think. But that's just my opinion. But we can't do that because we can't have conversations because we let adult issues be kids' problems. Now, my last question under this is, do you think, and all we're talking about, do you think the success or the lack of success of our varsity teams, can it be directly or indirectly connected to our youth sports programs? Can the success or the lack of success that we see in with our Bulldogs be directly or indirectly connected to how we functioning down here at the youth level?
I'll say this. I think we have an issue at the high school, and I know we're talking about youth sports, but I think we have an issue at the high school.
But that leads to youth sport. I mean, it's all connected. Yeah.
And not every coach, again, because there's some coaches up there that I know that they want to go to state, but then you've got most of the coaches up there that are happy with making the playoffs and they take 4 teams out of 6. They're coaching to make the playoffs when they should be coaching to win the district. And I think that trickles down to our kids is we want to beat Lockney, for a win, and we want to stack these wins, but because it makes us feel good, but we're not winning, we're not winning districts anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem at the high school. I really do. It's been that way for a while. Is we just when they went to the 4 teams that make the playoffs.
Yeah, crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to me when it used to be 1 or 2. I think 2. And there was 6 or 7 teams. There wasn't 5 teams and 4 of them made it.
Yeah.
But if the coaches,
the 6 and 6 teams weren't making the playoffs back in 93, 91.
Yeah, and if the coaches had higher standards for the kids, and it's not about we're going to slide in here and make this 4 seed, and just so we can go to the playoffs and get play Lubbock Cooper or Monterey and get
We want to win in the playoffs. We don't want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we want to start off by your number 1 goal should be win district.
And I have no kids. Not going to have any kids come to this program, but I'm a long time Plainview resident. I'm going to probably live the rest of my life here, and we were successful when I played in high school, and I want to see that continue. It's good for the community. Just you saw how when the team started off 4-0, man, everybody in Plainview loved the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of 30 years ago when I was in high school. I mean, a winning football team does a lot of good for the community, but it needs to start in 3rd grade now, apparently, because that's when tackle football starts.
Yeah.
If these kids stay together from 3rd grade all the way through their senior year, they'd be unstoppable.
And I think if you look at one of the points VJ is making is if you look at the varsity schedules, their first few games, and I'm not saying anything about any teams or that they're doing this on purpose, but the first few games are playing these 3A, 4A schools, and yeah, we should beat those schools. So if we're that district winning team, we should beat those schools, and then we're that's happening now in the youth level because that's what they see from the high school level is we want to play level land because we can beat level land, but is that really going to prepare us to play the Wichita Falls Rider or Abilene Cooper? And I don't think it does.
No, it definitely don't. It definitely don't. I too come. I'm old school Plainview Bulldog, man, and I think competition is everything, and I think again, our organization, we really take pride in that, man. We really want to play the Amarillas and the Lubbocks. And then I'll be honest with you, man, I wouldn't feel right, man, letting our boys loose, man, on a smaller school. I would. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, I can speak, you know what I'm saying? I can speak as a father, and then I can speak as a coach, man. As a father, man, I speak on my son. As a coach, man, I got a few boys, man, that it just wouldn't be fair, man. It's not cool. It wouldn't be good letting them boys go play against, you know what I'm saying? We scrimmage some of them. They come up in scrimmages, man, and it's not fair. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. It's not, but also, for a while, it wasn't looking fair in Amarillo either. Truth be told, for a while. But where it got us at, man, the numbers caught up with us, man. And then Canyon got us, and then Amarillo got us, and then we had to see the Dons again, which got a great program down there. So, but what I'm saying, man, is the unity, man. This is what it goes back to. Plainview youth sports. Man, can we find some way to be unified? Adults, can we get out the damn way? Or at least sit down and talk, man, and try to figure something out. Be a better example for our boys so that when they get together and get in, they should be in the 5th or 6th grade getting into it with each other because they're in different organizations and all that. Come on, man. This is crazy to me. It don't make sense to me. So, anybody else got y'all? Y'all got anything?
I'd love to see everybody come together. The things y'all can do.
It's crazy, man.
I'd love to see some type of 3-way round robin football tournament.
Yeah, something, man. It's funny, man, because we all out there doing the same dang on fundraisers. Everybody doing calendars. Everybody and we all begging for the same people because we all know the same people, man. So it's funny to me, man. We all going to Dallas. We just going at different times. Come on, man. It's like, yo, can we, in the words of Rodney King, man, can we all just get along? Figure this out, man, because I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of grown folks acting juvenile as hell, man, over some damn sports. I'm tired of it, man. I really am. I'm tired of folks taking their little shots at organizations, man. If you got something to say, man, say the name at least. At least say the name. God, dog. Anyway, man, this is the first episode, man, of the smoke.
Won't be the last. There's plenty of things to talk about.
Oh, yeah, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. It is not just Plainview. Best believe it's not just Plainview. But this is just something I wanted to talk about, man. But yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. We'll have a YouTube page up, and then eventually have it posted up on iTunes and all that as well. But for now, man, y'all just tune in on Facebook and whatnot, man. YouTube, man. And y'all catch the episode.
Please comment. We want discussion.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Please.
We're not saying we're right.
Yeah. This is just our thoughts. This is just our thoughts, man. That's it. All this, man, is just combos over cigars, man. That's it.
Yeah, come have a cigar with us too.
Yeah, man. And this is sponsored by Smoke Therapy Human Online. Coming soon. We're actually in the headquarters right now. We're actually in Smoke Therapy headquarters right now. Until next time, man. Smoke good. Proceed.
Smoke therapy.